Hey there, it's Kimberly here with Knit for Brains, and today I got a new book to take a look at, and it is not even available yet, but you can pre-order it, the Brioche Knitting Workshop. So stay tuned. Brioche Knitting Workshop. I gotta be honest with you, I was shaking in my boots. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't think I can do this kind of stuff. First of all, this woman is gorgeous. She's the pattern, she's the author of the book and the pattern maker. Her name is Lavanya Patricella. She's out of Pennsylvania, I believe. She's the United States. She's gorgeous. And I was like, I don't know if I can do brioche. But I started taking a look at it and I was like, yes, I can. This book is actually launching November 19th. So like the second, third week of November. And it's going to be retailing at $24.99 in the US, $16.99 in UK. But if you pre-order it, you get a discount. So if you order it now, even though it won't come to you until November 19th, you get it for $23.24. You get like $1 and something off of it, which is actually a really great deal. Anytime I get a chance to pre-order a book, I do. I always do, because you do get a little bit of a discount, and sometimes you get it a little bit earlier. All right, so let's take a look at this. Beginner's Guide. I was a little bit more excited, right? Positive when I saw that it was a beginner's guide to brioche techniques with 15 modern patterns. So this book actually teaches you the technique, and it also has the patterns in it. These are the patterns that you're going to get in here. Now, I do believe that this author is going to be at the Rhinebeck Yarn Festival. That's back somewhere in upstate New York, I believe it is. I won't be there, but she will. Oh, okay. So Stephen West, if you don't know who he is, he does amazing stuff. He did the foreword in this book. That's huge in my book because he's an American textile artist, but he lives in the Netherlands, I do believe. So he's with West Knits, and he did a trunk show in Philadelphia, and he met her, and he's amazing. So if you know what I'm talking about, it's this guy, and he has some outrageous, super artsy, fabulous patterns. And so the fact that he's giving a forward on this, like these are gorgeous, gorgeous patterns. So this one here, this is her introduction. So we're going to have scarves and hats and mittens and things like that. All your tools and materials. And it gives you your brioche basics. So you can easily make a swatch. And, choosing colors. You're going to want to have a really strong contrast color because you're going to want to be able to see both stitches, whether it's going to be a rib or a purl or whatever it is. So basically it talks about how to do the continental and the English and all your real basic stuff. I pretty much love everything that David and Charles puts out. Their books are so well quality. The binding is real strong. Like I've never had a binding split on any of my David and Charles books. The authors that they choose to work with are top notch. The patterns are really professional, really well written. I've always found that to be the truth. Some of my absolute favorite books are by David and Charles Publishing. So I know that when they put something out, I know it's going to be quality. So I may not know the author, but I know the publisher, and I trust the publisher, and it's going to be a quality product. And it has never, ever let me down. Look at this hat. That's gorgeous. I mean, look at the contrast. I was like, I have to be able to do this. All right, so brioche stitches and variations. And then this is good. Troubleshooting, like if you lose a stitch, how you pick it up using a crochet hook. That's promising. Okay. Let's see. So now we're going to talk about some of the projects. So you got your basics. Then you got this is probably where I'm going to start. I'm not going to lie. This is where I'm going to start. A brioche cowl. It's a thicker yarn. It looks like they're using a bulky weight yarn. The color isn't even that much of a contrast from what I can see there. It's pretty easy, but it's beautiful. Here she's using a chunky weight yarn and a bulky or chunky weight. She's using Malabrigo, but you can use anything. But now that I can do. That doesn't scare me. This is probably an afternoon or maybe 2 days project. And I think once you get the hang of the brioche patterns, then I think it's going to be a lot easier. So here's a brioche hat. I'm thinking I'm loving this. Then you've got your brioche scarf. Again, she's using bulky weight yarn, so it's not going to be difficult, but you can see the contrast. That's beautiful. Okay. Oh, I love that. Advancing line scarves. I would probably stop on the first 3 until I really get the hang of it, but I love this one. Look at those leaves. Ah, gorgeous. So where you see that we're using a lot of contrast, the black, and then tying it in with a brighter color like a green. Here she's using, it's called the split bandana cowl. So here we're just using orange and white, but I love that differentiation there, that pattern. What great structure. That's beautiful. I love that. So these patterns are very modern, very clean looking to me. Nothing real like foo-foo-y and dainty. Doe ears, bandana cowl. So these are all looking very doable to me, which I think is the idea behind this book. You don't want it to be anything too daunting. I mean, there might be a sweater in here. I haven't seen it yet. Peach blossom hat. That's pretty. It's got a little bit more of a design going on in there. So this book, again, is coming out mid-November, but you can pre-order it on Amazon right now. I've seen it. As a matter of fact, that's where I told you the price is coming in at $24.99. Price is coming in at $24.99. But if you pre-order it, you get it for like $23 and a little bit. So, Residence Shawl. I actually have, now this is actually using a fingerling weight yarn. I was looking at this pattern, and I've got some Noro yarn that might just be calling. It might be screaming, Kimberly, pick me, pick me. And it could just come bounding out of my stash closet, perhaps. Now, okay, so this is just a one color. If you're just not into the color, but you can still see the contrast of the stitches there. That's beautiful. She's beautiful. The pattern's beautiful, but she's beautiful too. And then that's what it looks like in the back. Wow, really, really exciting. Okay, here's some mittens that you can make. They call them split mittens. Love those textures. Southern California probably wouldn't use mittens, but we travel. We go to, I got yarn in my nose. We travel, so it's not like I would never. This one got me. I just loved it. It's a unisex design. Look at that. The colors. It looks intricate, but I have a feeling it's not that difficult. It almost looks like a woven design. Yeah. Wow. That looks woven to me. Now, one thing she says here is when knitting brioche flat, remember it takes 2 passes to equal a row. So on right side row, you'll work the first pass and then the second side to get the both colors in there. Okay, so here's a poncho, open book poncho. Lovely. A lot of patterns in here. 15, so she says modern, very clean patterns. That is so, take a look at that poncho. Isn't that just like gorgeous? Oh, so pretty. And, you probably have this in your stash. You could use a natural fiber. You could use a wool. You could probably use an acrylic or even like an acrylic blend. This is called the Soul Revival Shawl. I love that. I love the thickness of it so much. It's just like this big, thick, blouncy scarf that you wear around your neck. Oh, and then this is, ouch, so it's quite long. That's the length of it. I'm encouraged, y'all. Oh, and then this is cute, a little bookish headband. That's easy. I can do this. All right, well, when I choose the pattern, you guys are going to see this. And here's some slippers. Oh, this is great. Look at those. Those fun. Now that would be a fun, simple, easy project. Okay, brioche knitting. You can win me over with this. And then it gives you your general instructions here in the back as well. Wow. Okay. All right. You can win me over with this. So, fall in love with brioche knitting with this comprehensive beginner's guide. So it is a beginner's guide to brioche techniques. And again, this is coming out mid-November. It's published by David and Charles Publishing. The author is Lavanya Patricella. I'm saying it like she's Italian. I'm pretty sure she is, but she's based in the U.S. And if she's not Italian, I apologize, but it sounds so pretty. Yeah. Okay, I'm very excited about this. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to do. Thank you for liking this video. Please do if you haven't, and share it with a friend so we can pass the word around, let more people know what we're doing. And also, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, because I got more content like this, more of our Project Welcome Home, more whips, more tutorials coming through. So definitely stay tuned and subscribe so you keep seeing what we're doing. Thanks so much for watching. This is Kimberly with Knit for Brains, and as always, I'll see you soon.